Sound looks pretty exciting, but I just don't think it's going to work. It's not going to work. Let's mulligan this. This one is... I mean, there's no ramp. We've got to keep it, though. We got to keep it. Because we're not going down 1. You get into 1, it's pretty much game over. Elf. Llanowar elf. Llanowar elves. Jasper a sentinel. Okay. If we get a land on top, we could be okay here. I mean, 2 lands in a row would be good. Because then we can actually destroy their things. Come on, please. Please let me destroy their things. And board wipes are always good against commanders with ward, because who can be bothered to pay that ward cost, eh? Who can be bothered? Interestingly, our Blind Obedience slows down the Jasper Sentinel because they can't tap that for mana. Profane Procession, come on. Planes on top. Planes on top and we can play magic. But even Swamp on top we can play magic, we could play Scriptures. Or Dramatic Finale actually. Sadly we can't extort any of these because we're playing on curve, not playing under curve. Visionary. That's what we need. We need to be visionary-ish. Vision filled. Do they have a kill spell for the procession, I wonder? We shall see. I mean, even with this field out, I'm still not that bothered. If we can miss 1 land drop. That's how we recover. Okay, we get 1 more chance. Why do they keep holding up priority? It's so annoying. I think it's this. I think it's a Sunbait Canyon priority. Hate it. Hate it when the game does that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they still have 5 mana. Come on then. Here we are. Roja. Still no one's told me the pronunciation for that. There we go. We got him. Awesome. And if we get an extra land next turn, the procession will just annihilate anything that will contend with us. And this, my friends, is why board wipes are good. Because otherwise the game would just end there and it's boring to start again sometimes. Sometimes it's cool to see where you can go with what you have. Starting again isn't always appealing. That's exactly why wipes are really good. So, what do? I guess we'll go for the Scriptures. Set up another wipe. Which is kind of ludicrous, but... it does dissuade them from going for Voja again. If they do go for Voja again, there's two outcomes here. They haven't read Phyrexian Scriptures, or 2... they've got protection, maybe? They're just going to attack with this. How peculiar. Okay, so they're just going to maybe lose their things unless they've got... No. Okay, that's a bit weird. Cruel Shift Kicks it is then. So far we've not had a single hit with Extort, which makes me wonder, is Blind Obedience good? I guess it's good enough to win without using Extort once. In today's video, I'm going to have to adopt my radio voice because my child is trying to sleep next door and it's becoming quite a common occurrence that I have to keep my voice down. Otherwise he wakes up and runs into this room, starts needing attention. Sadly, I can't do 2 things at once, so I have to be quiet. This deck goes out to Herpaderp. Thank you so much for your generous donations in the past. This is a deck that Herpaderp wanted to see, and so I thought, let's give it a go. I've made it essentially an enchantment shell, and that's because I want to turn Athreos on so badly. And when he's turned on, he'll be able to attack as a 4/7, which is not amazing, to be perfectly honest. It's odd to give a reward of such a high toughness for something that takes so much to kind of turn on. If it was a 7/4, this would be a different story, but 6 mana 4/7 isn't that great. I guess it makes up for the fact that His passive is so crazily good. Basically stealing creatures every time you kill them by putting a coin on them. You can choose your own creatures as well. I suppose it would be too powerful if it was a great attacker and also a great creature stealer, but yeah, it's probably balanced for a reason. There's some really crazily good cards in this build that synergize pretty well. One of the things I want to get off, which is incredibly mean, is I want to use Fall of the Throne to destroy everyone's lands, and then there's a few ways to then exile your opponent's graveyard so they can't get them back, whereas you do on your upkeep. So you can use stuff like Brajuka Bog or Phyrexian Scriptures to exile opponent's graveyard. So if you 1-2-step this Fall of the Throne, you're basically wiping out all their lands and you get to rejuvenate all yours. I've actually done this today, so that's pretty mean. It's going to be hard to pull that off, but that's just a side quest to see if you can annoy someone that way. But yeah, the rest of the deck is just a really powerful, not a Taxus build as such, but it does have ways to slow opponent down, like Blind Obedience. You might even win with the Extort there. And then some win cons like Kaya, Bolus's Citadel, and the 5-mana Kaya as well. There is one card in the deck that instantly turns him on in Dramatic Finale, which is not amazing in the deck because there's not many creatures in the deck, to be perfectly honest. But if you do have this out, Athreos turns on immediately. Is that good or is that bad? It's hard to say. I'll let you find out, but it's a 4/7. It's not really going to win you the game by attacking, but there may be times when you don't want to turn your Athreos on, so not including the finale may actually be better. So, Herb and my lovely audience, I hope you enjoy this gameplay. Stay tuned to the end of the video where you'll get more in-depth deck tech, so I hope you stick around for that, and I hope I can explain how the deck works throughout the gameplay. I kind of like this hand because we have the Sentinel. You'll hear that sentence a lot on this channel, but the ramp as well is nice into the board wipes. The Silex is going to be wonderful if we can pull this off to take care of all their lands. Now, you've not been on the channel before, and I do apologise if I talk about things that may be a bit over your head. I have kind of been thinking about that lately, like maybe is my channel too technical? Does it put people off? So just tell me in the comments below if you kind of want me to explain things a bit more. I think I really do explain a lot more than quite a few other channels, to be perfectly honest, but if I can accommodate people more, then I'm happy to do that. So let's just swing in here. I want to get the ramp out obviously because I want to be able to cast the other things a bit faster. Doom Foretold is a really nice old win con from the days of Standard that just slowly gets rid of each player's permanence. It's like tennis. I guess we kind of need to... The thing with Doom Foretold is we'll start losing our own things, so I want to go for Argyle's Bloodfast here. They didn't play anything, which is kind of peculiar. You'd think that green mana would enable them to play some early stuff, but I'm not sure. Tribute to the World Tree gives us another card. That's crazy. Giving us 2 cards already. They've got a lot of devotion if they have Nykthos. Do they play a land? If they play a land, it means they're desperate for card advantage. Oh, it's a tap land. Okay. So it looks like our Doom Foretold is going to be excellent here. If we ever want to deploy it. Or even the Silex, you know. Let's draw in hopes of getting a land. Okay, we hit the land. And we're hitting really great things for Doom Foretold to go off. Any target, and we gain 3. Yeah, I'm happy to do that. It's not going to be big enough to kill the Pock anyway. Yeah, this is going to be a wonderful setup. Now, normally the Doom Foretold only hits non-lands, but... I think we'll go for the Power Word kill here. Take him out. And interestingly, because a trigger was created on the stack, it means they didn't actually have priority to play a land. So sometimes it's better to not have priority, as weird as that sounds. Let's go for Doom Foretold here. They're going to be super aggressive. And they're going to start to lose a lot of their permanence. And we can expend some of ours in order to take care of some of that. 4, 5, 6. Goodness me. I think we kill the Ancient Green Warden here. 4, 5. The Titan of Industry is going to be annoying because it's going to kill one of our guys, but yeah, we want to kill this because it means they can play lands from their graveyard. Which is pretty devastating with Weaver Park and fetch lands. And now they may be inclined to not actually play more things, because it just means they're going to lose more stuff. But yeah, their hand is incredibly stacked. Kind of crazy, to be honest. Let's get rid of this. Legion to Ashes. Are we just going to win the game with an Esper Sentinel here? I really would like some more mana for the Athreos to come out. Sorcery. I mean, they're not going to have anything left. Fragment Reality. Yeah, let's exile this. So yeah, Doom Foretold, doing a lot of work here. A lot of work. If the Titan comes down, it's probably going to hit the Doom Foretold. But yeah, doing a lot of work. And they make it for a Rhino or Gain Life. Not entirely sure what they go for there. They're going to explore. Interesting. So they basically don't want to play anything because they know they're going to lose it. But then that means we've just kind of bought ourselves a turn, weirdly enough. Wow, we subdued them that hard. Maybe it would have been good to not kill anything until they played something else. So now we sack... We probably sack the Bloodfast. Get ourselves a basic. So it's all going pretty well. We're going to lose the Doom Foretold, sadly. Because it's sacrifice if people don't have anything to sacrifice. Do I want to do anything else? Probably not. Not if we've got the Silex. I do definitely feel like I have the opponent in the palm of my hands here. I had some criticism recently that said do not include games that didn't show much. I kind of understand the criticism there in the fact that it's a bit boring to steamroll, but sometimes it can be technical. Like, you can see how to use Doom Foretold. You want to put more things out. You know, swings and roundabouts. You can't please everyone, but also it's a timing issue where it's just impossible to kind of record enough footage where every game is as valuable as the last. It's just not feasible. So they're going to kill that. Yeah, let's just get rid of this. But yeah, we're doing pretty well here. They get a Rhino. Let's get rid of that as well. Oh, we can't. It's non-token. Okay. So 6, 7. The Silex isn't looking that great here. I mean, we're not going to get tokens back. It probably would have actually been better to, in that turn, play the Athreos and then exile it. Exile the Titan with the Fragment Reality. But I still think we're in a good position here. Especially if we keep putting coins on all their creatures. Oh my god, there's an Emrakul in the graveyard. Again, drawing another card. Ooh, and an Elspeth's Nightmare. I can exile the graveyard and get rid of that Emrakul for good so they don't get it back. I really don't want them to get that Emrakul back. How do I stop them doing that? I guess we can just exile the Cavalier. And I really don't want to play any more lands until the Silex is gone. I guess we'll just deploy it here. Just kind of like a fear factor. It kind of makes them rethink. And if we steal the Cavalier, that's pretty good. Because although the Fragment Reality exiles it, so they won't get the trigger because it's a death trigger, but we will get it back with Athreos still. And the other interesting part here is that they're not getting a single trigger out with Mythweaver Pock. So I really think we've subdued them beyond belief. Pretty epic. The power of Orzhov control. Like, we don't have blue, but it feels very controlling, right? It's definitely a different vibe from regular Orzhov games. I think that's partially due to the fact we don't have many creatures in the deck, so it makes us play differently. So if they have hexproof, that's going to be annoying. I really hope they don't. But we do get some blockers anyway. Oh, that is brutal. We get the Cavalier. Put the gate into play. Does make, as I said, it does make our Silex a bit worse, but at this point in time, I don't know if I'm that bothered about losing stuff. So I'll blow up the Silex here. We get rid of all their stuff. We don't have to worry too much about. Yeah, maybe we do that. And then we can even pay 2 to get a Planeswalker to our hand. So we get the Kaya. Choose 6 lands. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the Cavalier of Thorns blows up and can get something back. So I'm thinking maybe we can get Fall of the Thran back, and we can start trolling them that way by destroying the lands again, which is really mean. So they see that's coming, so I don't think we play a land again, because we don't want to lose too many. Then we can maybe synergize it with Elspeth's Nightmare, exiling the graveyard as well. Or we could just use Kaya to exile the Defiler first. Maybe that's better. Wow. That was so evil. We were really toying with them there. But the thing is, Mythweaver Pock is such a brutal card. And if you see this thing in action, it's crazy. And the fact we didn't see them do it once is just testament to how oppressive this deck can really be, which I think in this meta is perfectly fine. It's a very powerful format. I'm going to quickly interrupt this video to tell you this video is not sponsored, and because of that the channel does need help from people like you. So if you do want to support the channel in your own way, you can like and subscribe, which is completely free. But if you want to go the extra mile, you can donate to the channel via my Ko-fi link below, or become a channel patron. And if you become a channel patron, you can get a custom video of your choice. Check out the details below. Yeah, I kind of like this hand. Seems pretty good. Removal. Kind of a board wipe. Dark Ritual. Holy moly. Maybe save that for Athreos. Yeah, we don't want to go too crazy. I think the mistake with Dark Ritual is sometimes using it a bit too early. I mean, although they are going to get Tyvan next turn, so although we got the removal for him, because he's going to be pretty aggressive, really aggressive. Go for this. Aldous Reborn as well, nice. We got 5 mana already, which is crazy. That is crazy. But that's what happens when you get turn 1 Delight Halfling, I guess. Tyvar kill on our elves. Question is, do we want to kill him? Now?
Come on, we can do this.
Let's go for the 1 ring here. Kind of do a 1-2 punch. So next turn it kills, well, if this survives, it will kill all non-legends. Now, if they play a legend here, then that is a bit sad, but yeah, it should be a good field clear. Obviously, putting things on a saga is not that great. Oh, they have the trophy. Okay, fine. They had the answer. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Sagas are risky because you just see exactly what's going to happen. Fierce Empath. So there comes the Crater Hoof, I guess. Is it going to be Crater Hoof? It's a freaking Vorinclex. Come on, man. That is not cool. That is really not cool. Okay. 6, 7. How about we go for Athreos? We could just go for Athreos. And then when they play Vorinclex, we can kind of the Empath doesn't do anything for us. Go for the elves, yeah. So when they play this, we can get a copy of it. When this ultimates this, whenever you get cast an elf, it gains haste and draw 2. I mean, that's also pretty annoying, to be fair. Don't know what's worse. Can we survive a Tyvar kill ultimate? Haste and draw 2 cards whenever you cast an elf. I don't know. We'll have to see how we feel about this. Here comes the Vorinclex, so they have double mana now. Sure thing. So, we have to be careful about the timing. I mean, it'd be funny to steal the Vorinclex, wouldn't it? If we do it in their upkeep, we can still use... Yeah, this could be interesting. I mean, they're going to ultimate. Let's see if we can fight an ultimate. Or, because the thing is, I could kill the Tyvar, but then they're going to have this. So, okay. I'd rather have the Vorinclex, to be honest, to punish them for trying to do it to us. Kill the elf. Yeah. How do you like it? So yeah, the challenge now. Tyvar ultimate. I'll probably do it. Yeah, I thought as much. Gains haste and draw 2 cards. I mean, it's just elves, right? They did play the Praetor, which isn't an elf, so God knows what else they have. So at least it taps down all their mana for a bit. Yeah, oh well, I mean, we lose it. They had to use removal. We kind of time warp them. Okay. Paradise Druid. Ugh, draw 2. God damn it. They just had to have another elf, didn't they? I mean, the whole deck is probably just elves after this, right? Was it a mistake to not kill the Tyvar? Not sure. I am really not sure about that. And again, let's draw some cards here. We desperately need something. Aetherflux Reservoir. So they exiled the Bloomin' Vorinclex, which means we ain't getting that back. If we do this, how much mana do we have? We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we definitely have to Thoughtseize first. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Well, that's an elf. Getting rid of that. And I guess we go for Elders Reborn. Slow him down a little bit. Keep back a blocker. We'll put a counter there. Yeah, we just need ways to draw. One to the top. I bet it's good. Another elf. Come on. How many freaking elves? If we win this, I'll be very, very surprised. To say the least. But I mean, as long as we keep getting kill spells, we can keep stealing their best elves. Fragment Reality, okay. Suppose we'll just keep this stuff back for now. We can only really choose that one. Timeless Witness. What are they going to get back? Anything, I guess. What's it going to be? Selvala. Yikes. Interesting choice. They could have got back Fierce Empath. Thing is, though, if we get the Timeless Witness, we will then get copy of it. Sorry, we'll get to steal it. So yeah, they're drawing a lot here. So the only thing I'm kind of worried about is Craterhoof. So Vala has haste, but there's no mana open. I think we need to just get rid of Savala here before they just tap the loads. Because it's got haste and they've just played an Elvish Mystic. Do I want to delete? Oh my god, yeah. I don't think we can win this one now. If we hadn't killed the Tyvar, we'd be dealing with Vorinclex. Sadly, I don't think we can beat this value. Draw 2 each time. It's just too much. And a Thorn Mammoth on top. It's not an elf, though. Come on, attack me foolishly. No? Okay. Chapel. We don't have anything, I don't think, in our graveyard. In our deck that costs 6 creature, do we? No. That's a shame. No attacks. Timeless Witness. Thorn Mammoth. Okay. So now things are going to die. And Llanowar Visionary. I mean, elves don't do much by themselves. It's en masse. That's when it starts getting concerning. Here's the thing, though. They might not want to attack because they know we'll get the wit. I mean, they could just hold the Witness back, I guess. A board wipe would be pretty nice. Augur of Autumn, okay. Jesus. Getting destroyed. Absolutely destroyed here. Yeah, we'll just take that for now. It's only 4. Okay. Scouting Hawk. I mean, that's not great, to be honest. So you get a land to the battlefield tapped. Yeah, I don't think there's much we can really do. No attacks. Put that on the Visionary. They can probably Athreos for lots here. Yeah, maybe this was a cautionary tale then to stop the ultimate, but 10 timber symbiosis. This could be really bad. Oh, okay. So it's a draw card. They've got 64. Yeah, they're going to just draw the whole deck here. Blizzard Brawl, my god. Just kill me. Just kill me. Again, being very selective with what they attack with. Because they know that a board wipe... Well, I don't know, to be honest. Trample. There's no point really blocking that, is there? So we might as well just take that out with us. Would we actually survive with a board wipe? I don't know, maybe. We have a lot of board wipes. Don't think we're going to draw it. One time, good top deck. One time. Fateful Absence. So if we kill the Timeless Witness, are they going to have hexproof here? If they do, then we're just doomed. So we get that. Interesting. I mean, is there anything that can really save us immediately? It's a real shame that the if this was read forward, it would work immediately. What does the removal actually do? Would have to remove... I think, you know what, I think I'm just going to risk going for the Silent Blood here. It could just be our only way out of this. Start Ritual, just to gain some life as well. So we're going to need something incredible. So we gain 1 because we lose 2. We're just going to kill it. That sucks. Anything good? Oh man, that's just even worse. Oh well. Yeah, they had answers for answers for answers for days. So yeah, we'll just give them the killing blow here. Oh, have they really got hexproof effect in their hand? I feel like they do. Just attack. Surely they don't think we have Settle the Wreckage. Wow. Thought Distortion. Jeez. Why? Okay. So they can see we don't have Thought. We don't have a Settle the Wreckage. I'm just going to quit. Yeah. There's no reason to keep playing there. They see we have nothing in our hand. All they need to do is alpha. That's not cool, dude. Just attack. You have nothing. But yeah, I guess they had everything and we had nothing. So the lesson there was maybe go for the Tyva ultimate when they have it. But again, I don't know. It's really difficult to say. Okay, we get to go first. Always nice to see. We have quite a lot of ramp here, but no actual kill spells, which is sad. I go for Shattered Sanctum first, and then probably the Swamp. Rush Mystic, so it looks like they're ramping as well. Can't escape their ramp, can we? We just cannot escape. But next time we do get the Hedron Archive, which will then mean we can go for the Athreos turn after. So now we just need some kill spells. Lots of ramp. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to have 5 next turn as well, unless we get removal. Okay, that sucks. Jeez. So now we're basically looking for board wipes. Really? Because they've got so much stuff. Gild the Lotus. Oh, okay. They want to make even more mana. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. They'll have 9 in the following turn. 10 in the following turn. What on earth are they ramping into here? I do not want to know. Okay, well, I guess we are now able to steal stuff. Stealing stuff and things. Do they want to go Claw? Okay. Which makes their powerful creatures cost cheaper. I'm liking the elf side of things here. It's kind of cool. Explore. How do I don't feel like this is going to be an innocent deck somehow. Bonus a Citadel in a hand. Do we just do that? Probably. Ooh, Oath of Kaya. Nice. Kill the Gorklaw. Wow, we got very lucky here. We got super lucky. Goodness me. I couldn't have really asked for much more. We can even attack as well. We'll leave it back. And put a counter on this. Wow. Chimley. It's going to cascade. Let's kill this in response. I don't really want to kill Emoti just yet, I guess, because it doesn't give us any value. We get to draw a card and reveal the top card of our deck. Gate to the Citadel. They get a Vastwood Surge, which ramps them. Yeah, Chimley is so freaking good. I keep forgetting that I need to unlock this myself, but it is a mythic, and it's quite generic. So it goes in a lot of decks, but it's not that interesting. It's just randomly very good, and I prefer randomly very synergistic. Well, not even randomly, I prefer synergy, which isn't random as such. Okay, what do we get? Kaya. Wowzers. We can... What's this? Can we counter? But we can kill it. Unless they have some kind of counter spell here. Which would be pretty annoying. Just gonna hold priority forever, or... They've got green. Let's try and get rid of Chimley. I keep wanting to say Gimli. Oh, sorry, it's not Chimley, is it? Chimil. It's a very strange word. Chimil. Make them sack something. They probably get rid of one of the elves here, unless they're mad. Yep, thought as much. I'm not that inclined to play the Treacherous Blessing because we're just going to start losing life and playing spells. Feed the Swarm. I don't want to lose so much life for that. What's in the graveyard to resurrect? Nothing. But if Kaya dies, we could get her back. So maybe we just start attacking with the Athreos here. We have to start somewhere, right? They're at maximum life. Down to 21. Feed the Swarm. I don't want to lose. We'd lose so much. Although annoyingly, putting the counter on a commander doesn't really work because they replace it by putting it to the command zone. So that was a very bad move actually. I should have put it on. Probably should have put it on the Llanowar Visionary, because then this would come back again and we get to draw. That's the crazy part of Athreos, is you can put it on things that you already have. It's just gross. By Engineer. So if they don't play their final card, they're going to lose it to the Elders Reborn. But do they care about the card in their hand or not? They do. Okay. So it looks like we've gotten away with a lot here, because they haven't just won. If they attack Kaya, we do drain them for 2 as well. No? Okay. Let's put the counter on Athreos. Got him, but it didn't feel like we earned it. It just felt like a lot of passive firepower there that kind of... Yeah, it's a weird deck, right? Because you want to have an interactive game, and we kind of did, but they were just doing their own thing. That's the emoji thing. They're just cascading into win cons, and we were just playing defensively. So I guess we did do stuff. We were suppressing them enough to not lose, but we didn't win. It's interesting. I've used the word suppress a couple of times in this deck tech, and that's kind of what this deck does. It just slows your opponent down so much they can't do anything. And yeah, it's just the style of the deck. There's a lot of styles, and that's the style of this one. So there you go, Herbert. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think it was really fun. It was definitely kind of goes into my forte of more control-y decks on the channel. Whereas I don't know why, I feel like I can pilot these decks a lot better. Probably because, I don't really know, maybe because I used to play a lot more standard control decks back in the day and it's formed me as a player. You know, you often latch on to the thing that you did first. Like, you know, when a baby bird sees something, they think it's their mother. Maybe that's me in control decks. Not to say I don't like aggro, but I feel like aggro is very straightforward. Not in a bad way, just in a different way. And don't get me wrong, you have to be in the mood for decks like this, and the mood for aggro, it just depends on the time of day and how you feel. But I really like this, and I hope you do too, Herbert. It's pretty, as I said, oppressive, because it just steals your opponent's creatures, which is quite feel bad. The fact it's an indestructible enchantment is just gross. There's not many things that can actually deal with this. Ironically, the two Kaias can, but they're special in that case. I mean, there's a lot of exile effects in white-black, to be fair, so I feel as though this doesn't work, but I feel as though the white-black mirror is probably the worst matchup because it has the most exile effects, and it will feel bad if you spend 6 mana and this gets killed. But against green, against red, against blue, if you resolve it against blue, you're probably pretty good. Against white and black, a bit tougher. But yeah, I mean, the way I tried to build it was, as I said in the intro, with a bit of devotion to turn him on easily. So dramatic finale is good for that. Grave Pact turns him on really quick. Underworld Dreams, anything with a lot of pips. That's something I'd like to pose to you as well. A secondary question, in addition to my first, is there a filter on Arena that you can type in to find cards with multiple pips? So by pips, I mean like black. Is there a filter for that? Because when you hover over the filter, it doesn't really give you too many options. I mean, there's basic stuff, but it doesn't really show you how to string them together. It does at the bottom, but I find that when I try and string things together, it doesn't really work. I think you have to have a different kind of mind to string it together, especially people who code. I know quite a few people that can code and use SQL database and stuff. Maybe you know, but I'd like a filter to search by cards with only pips in the mana cost. So to be able to search for, like, Underworld Dreams, for instance, like, I don't know what the filter would be, but yeah, we're getting beyond the point here. To make it work, I don't think you even need enchantments. I think that might be a distraction. Having him online isn't that good. Attacking with a 6 mana 4/7 isn't attractive, and probably makes him weaker, because then when he's a creature, there's a lot more removal that can hit him. So maybe having a build that can't turn him on that good, but it just so happens that the enchantments support him really well. Random things like Underworld Dreams stopping them, well, not stopping them, but hurting them for drawing, and so on and so forth. It's just an interesting build, a bit different. Not many creatures, which changes things up quite a bit. If you'd like to look at the deck list, it's free in the description below. If you'd like to support the channel, that's also free with a like and a subscribe. But if you do want to support further than that, you can by becoming a patron, and you get a custom video of your choice if you become an Adult Dragon member on the Patreon page. There's a lot of other perks as well listed on Patreon, so make sure to take a look at that if you want to show your thanks. But until next time, watch more of my videos. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.